Field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Here's Jones again on second down. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. On first down, Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On second down, it's Jones. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Throwing on third down, Fields. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down. They're first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Check the hot read. Check.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go. Now Fields. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a second and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And down to the 16-yard line.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
After the run by Jones, here's first and 10.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Kill.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
A 7-yard pickup.
To throw is Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They snap it to Fields. He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Will Fuller. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Slide for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory. Right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw here. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, it's Hines. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This ball complete to Rager. And some room to work. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Broncos 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. Being chased out left. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, wide open, complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
The tackle by Team Ward. No gain on play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Fields. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Gets around him, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll throw now on the final play. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Let's go, come on!
So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those runs.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Quiddy Pay able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
On second down now, it's Hines. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more of a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
You get a rookie tight end who can run like this, it just gives this offense a different dimension than they've had. It's going to be fun to watch his development and how this offense expands as this season moves along.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Flush to his right. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 3rd down, Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. They'll try and run the option. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
21, Broncos 14.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. The give is to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Fields on 3rd down. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They're going to go. It's Fields. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this throw will be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
First down, Broncos.
We're back now in KC. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Well, with him trailing here in the 2nd half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold it a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Now Myers for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Second down, another shot for Jones. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
He's checking crab.
On first down, Jones. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
I can't believe they even let you play. Spawn! No! Check nickel.
Running right, Jones. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Hey, got three down. Hey, go on, Mike 40. Watch the curl. Go. Mike 40. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished. And now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble. But theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now it's Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run again with Hines. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And even 100 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On 1st down, Hines. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run with Hines, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Now one final throw incomplete, and time will run out here in the fourth quarter, and we are going to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now a first throw here in overtime. Here's Fuller with a catch. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Fields on first down. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense, they've got 2 timeouts. Maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout here would be a good idea and try and get themselves settled, because we're in OT. This is big time.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You got nothing. 40's mine. 40's mine. You got nothing. Hey, 40's mine.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Fields it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. The 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. On second down, right back to Hines. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always.
you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink it. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all gold, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse. Disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest can vouch. They thought I was done, but all that doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. Put in the car to my runner, get to you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches, just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed up her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip or retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I've broken the system. Had to breach it, that's mission impossible, mission completed.
Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me, I want you to need me. When I this face is feedy. I gotta get back to the hood, I remember when I was the needy. Clean me up, squeaky. She fell in love, deeply. Sleepy, they like what I say, they repeat me. Yeah, look, all this money I be spending on BBs. That's why you gotta salute when you see me.